Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian here at the Excel Center in London, where we're covering the DSCI trade show, world's leading air, land, sea, space, cyber, and security exhibition. Our coverage here is in partnership with DSCI and Clarion Events, and we have with us Jarkko Savenius, who is the marketing director at Finland's Patria. Happy 100th anniversary to you guys. I know you're really proud. You've got the pin there. Talk to us a little bit, Jarkko, about the vehicle that you see behind that we see behind you.
Thank you very much. The Patria AMV XP that's behind me, that is the latest member of the Patria AMV product family, which is actually the global market leader of modern 8x8s. So we have 7 different customer countries with close to 1,600 units that we have contracts for. So this is a fantastic combination of protection, mobility and firepower. The specific vehicle behind me is equipped with the Kongsberg Protector dual remote weapon system. So there's a 1/2 inch heavy machine gun together with the Javelin anti-tank missile.
And there are a lot of armored vehicles here. Everybody is in anticipation of the UK program for their 8x8. We talked to the Rheinmetall guys. We've talked to a number of other folks here. What do you see as the advantages you guys have with your system?
Well, first of all, we consider our vehicle is the best in the world. But then more seriously, I think what we've done with so many of our export cases is the technology transfer, local manufacturing of our vehicles, which we've proven in several cases that we've transferred the technology to the customer country, and we've established local jobs and local supply chains, including the sub-suppliers in those specific countries. So that's a set that we've proven, we tested. And of course, in the first place, I think here in UK, it's interesting to see what the outcome will be in this process that is still a bit open. Will there be a government-to-government direct purchase, or will be there an open competition which would enable us all the competitors to make sure that the British soldiers are getting the best possible product and the best value for money in this investment.
One of the challenges, though, is the UK government is reviewing its defense program. That's in the Cabinet Office. Hopefully it'll be resolved by the end of the year. As a company, and a little bit smaller than some of the other companies here, does that affect your strategic planning, your investment decisions, if you're not absolutely certain whether or not a major program like this is going to stay on track?
I would say that, of course, we have to look all the possibilities or all the interesting programs that are rising here in Europe or elsewhere, where we can do business and provide these outstanding products. And of course, in many cases, we are not there by ourselves. We are linking up with other potential business partners or companies. Like, for example, it's going on in the Australian Land 400 program, where we are together with the BAE System Australia and the BAE System Hägglunds from Sweden, supporting or providing a fantastic product called AMV 35 for the Australian Land 400 program.
And what are some of the other opportunities you guys are pursuing around the world right now?
Well, like mentioned, this Australian Land 400 is one of those big things where we're down selected to be on the top 2. But then there are several other programs. For example, in Europe, in Eastern Europe, there are a lot of countries who need to either upgrade or have new equipment to their armies. Also in the Gulf area. So I would say basically all around the world we are keeping our eyes and ears open.
You have such a vast array of systems you're participating in. You got a great video that runs here. Also one of the coolest and most elegant sort of Scandinavian design stands here at the show, which just happens to have a giant 8x8 in the middle of it. But talk to us a little bit about how you guys manage as a small company across all of these lines to innovate at a fast pace, control cost. What are some of the dynamics and methods you guys use to get the most out of every one of your investment dollars?
I think the key word there is networking. So you need to be networking not only to have the best employees in your company, but also to have in each program the best partners in those programs, so we can utilize not only our people, but also having together with our partners in various programs that we make sure that we have the best setup for each and every export case that we are pursuing for.
And last question, as you look a few years out, where do you think this market's going to be in 10 years, and what are the kind of investments you're making to get ready for those changes? Because you guys have managed to achieve this market position in part by always investing and always keeping your eye on the ball.
Well, I think in 10 years, I would presume that, especially in Europe, there will be now a significant increase in the defense budgets of many countries. So that will open up a lot of possibilities. And let's say in 10 years, a lot of countries, they need to have upgraded their vehicle types or the vehicles they use for the land forces. So there is plenty of potential in this field in the coming decade.
And what about for other systems? So we're talking about the 8x8. Where do you see opportunity for the rather broad? You guys have naval products as well, and you've got gun product. What are some of the other products that you guys think were going to be really, really popular out there on the market?
Well, the game changers that we call them, the turreted mortar systems that we have, especially the single barrel or the twin barrel Amos mortar systems. So they are really breaking through right now due to their mobility, their how fast you can open fire and how fast you can leave from your firing position, especially with the land versions. With the marine or with the naval versions, you can also fire on the move. So these type of agility, I mean the speed that you can open up fire, the speed you can leave from the firing position, everybody is protected in these kind of systems. So these systems they are breaking through also in the coming decade.
And what are you guys doing special to celebrate your 100th anniversary?
I think we've been celebrating all around the world with our embassies in various locations, partying almost a year through, and now on the 6th of December when we are finally officially 100 year, I think that will be a big celebration in Finland and our embassies all around the world.
Jarkko will be sure to raise a toast for you guys. Thanks very much. Best of luck.
You.
Look forward to staying in touch.
Thank you.